The BBC's new documentary on the royal family's relationship with the media has been slammed by a journalist who appeared in the two-part deep dive into the royals and publicity. Amanda Platell said she felt deceived by how her comments were portrayed in The Princes and the Press, after the first installment aired on Monday evening on BBC Two. Ms. Platell claimed she sat with host Amol Rajan for at least 2 hours of filmed conversation, which she alleges was condensed down to less than 2 minutes of selective quotes. Writing in the Daily Mail, she called the documentary a hatchet job and a hagiography of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. She added that she felt utterly conned by how her interview was edited into the program. "Thanksgiving dinner, will you cook?" asked the host. "Yes," happily answered Meghan. Known for her wit, Ellen then asked the Duchess, "What time should we show up?" The talk show host then suggested tequila as a good solution to relieve baby Lily from the pain of her teething. When asked why Prince Harry loved his new life in California, Meghan said, "We TM just happy." The former Suits actress is known for her love of cooking, as she previously had a lifestyle and cooking blog, The Tig, with many recipes and kitchen tips. The go-to meal to cook for Thanksgiving she once shared with her readers was oven-roasted chicken breast with mushroom and leek gravy recipe. The Duchess wrote at the time, "I love a brined, stuffed and roasted turkey as much as anyone, but if you're cooking for two, maybe a smaller bird is more up your alley, and coupled with a beautiful side and a delicious dessert, you will be the king or queen of happy bellies and full hearts." In 2018, she contributed to a charity cookbook to support the families of the Grenfell Tower victims. Meghan visited a community kitchen in Grenfell where she cooked with many of the families and residents of Grenfell following the tragic fire. "I immediately felt connected to this community kitchen. It is a place for women to laugh, grieve, cry and cook together," she wrote in the book. Even after her royal wedding, Meghan reportedly enjoyed cooking every day for Harry and herself. A close friend from LA told People magazine in 2019, "We TM've all been to their cottage. It TMS small and she TMS made it cozy, but the perception of their lifestyle and the reality are two different things. Meg cooks for herself and Harry every single day. We were the only two in the house. She made the most lovely meals. She made tea every day. It was raining and muddy outside, so the dogs got all dirty, and she TMS wiping them off with towels. How much she loves her animals, how much she loves her friends, how much she loves feeding you, taking care of you, none of that has changed." The pair made the shock announcement in January 2020, and subsequently moved to the US with their son, Archie. Since then, Meghan and Harry have publicly spoke about the difficulties they faced as royals, including mental health issues it caused and even alleged racism. Since leaving for their new life, Meghan has not returned to British soil, and Harry has returned just twice, for Prince Philip's funeral and the unveiling of the statue of his late mother, Princess Diana. When Meghan first joined the family, it seemed like a fairy tale, but the relationship slowly began to break down. Royal biographer Andrew Morton spoke to experts Molly Mulshine and Christina Garibaldi on Royally US podcast. Mr. Morton said, "I thought that she was a team player before, and she was known as a team player on Suits. When she joined the royal family, she made every effort to get involved. She converted to the Church of England, she changed her nationality, and was going to become a Brit." He added, "She gave up all her social media accounts and dropped the fact she was a patron of various charities. She seemed to be willing to be integrated into the royal family. I think that what's happened is a small tragedy for the royal family. They've lost someone who was relevant to a section of the population that they couldn't really reach. She and Harry have shown that they're not prepared to accept what was put in front of them and make their own way. Since leaving their roles as working royals, the pair have become financially independent. Their portfolio includes a reported 150 meters Netflix deal, a Spotify deal, a Silicon Valley startup role, and most recently, a bank. Prince William was given Almighty Being trademark by Queen after Zara crashed royal family support. How many people back the monarchy? Staggering royal fans chart. The pair announced they were moving into banking, promising to change the world by putting their money into an investment firm called Ethic. It is understood they were introduced to its founders by friends. The Duke and Duchess have been appointed as impact partners. Charlene, Princess of Monaco, has been in South Africa for 6 months after contracting a serious sinus infection which made her unable to travel and forced her to miss key events including her 10-year wedding anniversary and her children's first day of school. She originally went there to raise awareness of the fight against rhino poaching. Prince Albert has expressed that he anticipates doctors in South Africa will clear his wife for travel within days. Prince Albert personally reassured his wife will be making her way back to Monaco very soon. Speaking to French magazine Point de Vue, the sovereign prince said, "She is much better. This last operation which concerned the nasal septum went very well. We will be able to consider her return very soon. And I can tell you that she will be in Monaco long before the national holiday. It is not possible for me to give you the exact date, but I promise you will know when the time comes." Due to the long period of time that Charlene has remained in South Africa, rumors of a rift between the couple spread. Prince Albert has since insisted there is no rift between him and his wife Princess Charlene. The 63-year-old royal told People, "She didn't leave Monaco in huff. She didn't leave because she was mad at me or at anybody else." He added, "The reason Charlene remains abroad is down to medical complications following a severe ear, nose and throat infection." Prince Albert married the South African swimmer Charlene Whitstock in 2011. The pair share 6-year-old twins, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella. William set for furious Netflix row as Sussexes cash in on 112 meters deal. Time to step up, Kate and William. Cambridge is under pressure as Queen cancels 26 Colombian pesos trip. Queen health concern, royal family coming to terms with aging monarch's needs. She added, "I came to South Africa to oversee some foundation projects. I was unwell at the time, unknowingly, and I had an infection which was addressed immediately. Unfortunately, it grounded me for some months here in South Africa. I had my one procedure which was very successful. I'm well, I'm feeling much stronger." Royal expert has told Express.co.uk that he would be surprised if Prince Harry and Meghan Markle failed to make an appearance during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next year. Whilst the couple are on strained terms with the royal family, Ian Lloyd claimed that their association with the Queen and Harry's relationship to Princess Diana is the only reason they have maintained this heightened level of fame. Mr. Lloyd, who has worked for several decades as a royal photographer and biographer, said, "I would be surprised if they didn't appear next year for the Jubilee, and that's because their brand relies on the fact that they are associated with the royal family. As much as they appear to fight against it and go off in their own direction to do things, the only reason that they are getting the fame they have at the moment is because Harry is the grandson of Elizabeth II and his mother was Princess of Wales, Diana, who everybody in America adored. The association with the royal family is vital, so I think they would probably want to come to be associated with them, just to keep their brand alive." Since completing her final royal engagements in March 2020, Meghan has not returned to the UK and has not seen her royal in-laws. Meanwhile, Harry has returned briefly on 2 occasions, for the funeral of Prince Philip in April and the unveiling of Princess Diana's statue in July. Despite displaying a united front with his brother Prince William, reconciliatory talks behind closed doors were reportedly unproductive between him and his family. Allegations against the royal family included their dismissal of Meghan's mental health, their refusal to grant the couple's son Archie a title, and palace officials refusing to correct damaging tabloid articles. The most damaging accusation, however, was that an unnamed member of the family made a racist remark about the couple's unborn child, sparking media controversy and causing a PR crisis for Buckingham Palace. Since stepping down from the monarchy, the Sussexes have established their own foundation and have embarked upon careers as humanitarian activists and public figures. As part of their Megxit deal, they were stripped of their HRH status but continue to use their official titles, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now that they are independent figures, they have become increasingly outspoken about the media, whilst Meghan has entered the political sphere with a new campaign for a national parental paid leave policy. Despite leading a strained relationship with members of the family such as Prince Charles, the couple have spoken warmly of the Queen, with Harry describing her as his Colonel-in-Chief earlier this year. Don't miss the 95-year-old monarch is set to celebrate her 70 years on the throne with a 4-day bank holiday planned for next June. Between the 2nd and 5th of June, the royal family will participate in a packed schedule of celebrations, which will include a special Trooping the Colour parade, a concert outside Buckingham Palace, and a Jubilee pageant throughout London. As well as this, members of the firm will take part in a number of tours and special engagements across the country and the Commonwealth to mark the occasion. It has not yet been made clear if the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will return to participate in the celebrations. After becoming Queen in 1952, Her Majesty is now the longest reigning monarch in British history.